Tuning into the online broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing after shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows. Interviewing celebrities and showrunners. And bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And hit! Square! Bump! Bump! Square! Square! Bump! Floor! 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 Yeah! Yes! Yes!
That was
Oh
nice.
yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
That was our first group number. First group number.
Yes.
Ow!
And we were in sync and we were singing, and we did just make that up for y'all. And that sounded very Missouri, but I am from Missouri, so I am my pick.
Is y'all Missouri? Because I was thinking it was just Southern, but that's Northern.
I say
but
y'all.
yeah.
Yeah, Midwest,
I do too
y'all.
sometimes.
How y'all doing? Yeah, got y'all your barbecue going.
Well, aren't you just a nice girl? You're so nice.
I am. I'm pumped up. I'm ready to go. And yeah, we hope you are too. And let us know what you think of our new choreo. I think we're just as quick as the girls from ALDC as we just choreographed that sucker. And already people are saying maybe not. So anyway, we're just here to entertain you. But we love you guys. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. And welcome to tonight's reclap. Woo! Of our favorite dance show, Dance Moms, here at AfterBuzz TV. Thank you guys so much for joining us. You're our fans. We love you. We appreciate every click on the YouTube. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you, and thank you so much. Thank you very much for Alexis breaking it down in the engineering booth. Yes.
Hey, I'm just glad to be back. I missed you, ladies.
Hi, Alexis. Alexis is awesome, you guys.
Yes.
Ready to do that reclap?
Yeah, we want our energy to be contagious, not only to the fans, but to everybody who comes in contact with us. So, Vivian is not with us tonight. We miss her. She has an audition.
Break a leg, girl.
Break a leg, baby. You can do it.
Hey, and while we're on the subject of people missing, a lot of fans out there are wondering, where is Tony? And we love Tony here on this panel. So, guys, here's the deal.
Tony needs to take a seat.
Tony was not available this season to do the show. He's still a host at AfterBuzz, but he regrettably wasn't available to do Dance Moms, okay?
Yes.
So we're hoping, he has promised that he will fill in from time to time.
Yes.
And I wouldn't doubt it if he might call in too. So I know a lot of you guys miss him.
Yeah.
So go ahead
and we miss him too.
And send him a tweet. But we're also happy to have a great new panel. So we hope you guys give us, best wishes to the new panel too.
Yeah. Excellent.
Yes.
And without further ado, let's introduce ourselves, ladies, our fabulous panel, starting on my far left.
Oh, yeah. Well, hey, I'm already talking. Hey, guys, I'm JJ Snyder. Great talking to you. What a fun show this week at J2 Snyder on Instagram and Twitter. I love getting tips from you guys. There's so much information you share with us, so thank you.
Yes, thank you, JJ. I am Miaira Jennings. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Miaira Jennings. And thank you for sharing some pretty interesting information for this week. Can't wait to share it for the news. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she does. She's our gossip girl today, y'all. She's got it coming at the end of the show. And I'm Candice Camacho. You can tweet me at Candice_Camacho. And, of course, if you haven't already done so, if you're actually new to us, welcome. Head on over to youtube.com/AfterBuzzTV. Subscribe to our channel. Give this video a thumbs up. Make a comment. Get in the conversation. We've got our chat roll live. It's right up there to my right in studio, so you can get going with the conversation. Get to know other fans that love the show. Get to know our hosts as well. If you are out there on SoundCloud and iTunes, we love you guys too. Keep listening. Keep us in that 5-star range, and you can always really help us out by making a comment, because as you know, we bring all of this amazing show to you free. So you could help us out by making a comment and, of course, just liking and subscribing and being the all-around fabulous fans that you always are.
Keep it free, people.
Keep it free, right?
We like it free.
I mean, there's just not too many things that are free in the world that are
Exactly.
this spectacular. So it's almost like a dream.
Oh, wow.
Okay. All right. So we are here to recap the season 6, episode 3, mini dancers, big drama. So
Here come the minis. Yes.
Minis are here.
the minis are coming, and it's just a death-defying thing. Everybody's so surprised, but it's fun. 6 to 8 year olds all over the world, the United States, have been auditioning for Abby Lee Miller. Abby wants to carry on the brand and the legacy of Abby Lee. Now, how do you guys feel about that? Do you think she should just kind of, end on a high note, maybe?
I don't know. Do you think she's going to try to keep the shows going with the minis? Do you think that's why she's doing it? Because she already has her studios. So to be focusing on the minis, do you think she still wants to be in reality TV, or do you think she's just looking for a new competition girl?
I think it's really how her whole business has happened for decades. And kind of this show cemented it for me. I'm like, oh, she's just thinking like a business person. Like the reality is, as Kaylani and Maddie and Kendall get closer to kind of graduating into whatever's next, it's true. She's got to start her next crop.
Right.
And I feel like, she's been doing this long before the show's been on air. So this is how it works.
Right.
Yeah.
Businesswoman.
Well, my opinion, when I danced for Bette Midler in Las Vegas at the Coliseum, we did 2 long years, and there was like an opportunity to sign like a 3rd contract, and we had like a big meeting with Bette and everybody, and she's like, guys, I'm sorry, I'm tired. It's been it's been a really great run. I want to end on a high note. I want to work on other things. I have an album, a movie. I want to go back to my family. So in a way, I feel like you should just kind of, everything comes to an end. Everything, but when one door closes, another one opens. But at least these minis have gotten a cool chance, too, to be on the show.
Right.
Oh, man, they are chomping at the bit. And those mini moms.
Yeah, those mini mamas.
They wasted no time.
I don't know, though.
right?
I don't see, Bette was like the star. Sorry, interrupt. Bette's like the star of that. That's a really interesting story, by the way. And it's cool that she took the time to sit with you guys and tell you, as opposed to...
Yeah. Because we wanted to go on too, because it was like prestigious and such a great, it was great money and the schedule was great, but then like inside, like I wanted to spread my wings.
So tired.
And that was just 2 years, right?
Yeah, and
these girls have been doing it for what, 6?
Right.
Yeah.
Plus.
Right.
Yeah.
So they've got to be excited.
Abby's been doing it for far longer.
Yeah.
So for her, she's just...
Yeah.
She will have, regardless of whether the show's on air or not, I feel like Abby will continue ALDCLA.
Right.
Don't you?
Yeah. And I think she should keep her studio, but maybe more do business type of a thing, and then whatever happens, happens. Maybe it's not, maybe she's just like Kathy. Kathy is up in Pittsburgh, and she loves her family, and she loves coaching and just being in the studio and watching kids grow. I mean, why does it really have to be like a business all the time to make money?
Right.
But
because Abby likes to
buy more rings.
Win. Abby likes to win. She's a winning coach.
That's true.
She's a winning coach.
Yeah, she's not like just in this for artistic fulfillment.
And plus, she's made her name building these superstars on Broadway and in the music industry. So she doesn't want to give that up yet, I don't think.
And speaking
Nor
of...
should she. She's in her prime.
Speaking of artistic development, fulfillment, there was none last week for Abby. There was no winner solos, and the girls didn't win the group number, which I feel like they really should have. Absolutely love that group number. I rewatched it, but they did not win nonetheless. So she got her little whip out again. But it was disappointing. Like, there should have been a win. The solos weren't as good as they should have been. Not the girls' fault.
Right.
It's just like the whole package, like we've discussed before.
And by the way, to the audience out there, we spoke before the show. A lot of people out there agreed with us that the girls weren't given good choreography last week, and that was definitely part of why they didn't place very well. So
for the solos,
the
group we loved.
The group we loved.
We loved the group.
The Wolves. But at the solos with the really immature solo that Mackenzie got. And
Yeah. All right, so let's get to the pyramid and get it over and done with. No, did I say that? So, right. On the bottom, we've got Kendall. She placed third. Not a good placement because of her facial expressions. Bottom, middle, Nia, because she got second. Mackenzie is letting people beat her. She's finishes up the bottom tier, and Abby made a great point, an interesting point that is like, you know, all the little girls are like, well, I beat Maxie, I beat Mackenzie, but I just don't know. She wasn't giving like a winning choreography. So back on top, we've got Bryn and JoJo. JoJo had great character, and on the very top, we've got Kalani. So congratulations to Kalani.
Yes. She's a big sister.
She's a big sister.
Yes.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, and she seemed really happy that her mom and little brother were happy and healthy, and so that's great. And I'm really glad that she's been able to have been on the show.
Yes.
This season. So. Perfect title for the competition, Devotion to Dance.
Okay, wait, can we go back for a second? Because putting Kehlani on the top of the pyramid, wasn't that like really a nice gesture from Abby?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like just a nice gesture.
Yeah. But Kalani like showed the heck out in the group number.
Group, yes.
Yeah.
The wolf.
Yeah.
The wolf pack.
When she broke out in her little solo piece, like it was just leg whack whack, and then when she was in the front, it was just like hit.
Can you show us a little bit, like what the leg
please.
whack was?
Could you demonstrate?
I cannot actually. I cannot.
Come on, we thought we were gonna see some leg from you tonight.
No. I did in the beginning. Maybe later. I don't know. Woo! So back to the competition. Now that I'm like rattled with my leg thing. Okay, so Kendall gets the solo because she was the highest scoring soloist, even though we all agreed last week that
was a little controversial.
It should have gone to Nia because Nia placed higher. She got second. But that is always a fine line. It's never established before. She didn't say like whoever places higher, whoever scores higher.
It's Abby's rules.
Yeah, it's exact words, which can really get you in trouble in life.
Right. And they also, I just want to bring this up, they brought up the whole makeup situation again. And some of our fans, thank you for letting us know, they let us know that Kendall's freak out was because of an allergic reaction, which we had no idea because it wasn't in the show. But they brought it up again this week, and Jess, JoJo's mom, was making comments about, oh, well, she didn't want to wear her makeup. And so I'm wondering, what's the deal?
And I thought, I was thinking the fans were probably right that she had an allergic reaction to it was latex, right?
Yeah.
And I think they put it in the show. It's just one of these little things that the show probably fudged a little bit. And they probably just kind of brushed over it and put in that soundbite just to make it seem like she threw a fit last week. I think we're all under the understanding that's not what happened.
Right. And they created more drama the way they presented it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's
better TV.
Yeah. And that's what they're all about.
Maybe we should have more drama on this panel.
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
I am kind of mad at you.
No, I don't like
You're
it.
kind
No,
of
please
mad
don't
at
do
me.
it.
Oh my God, it's Alexis's fault.
Alexis.
No.
It's
don't
your
do it.
fault. Alexis, it's your fault that I look 10 pounds overweight today.
I'm sorry. You were the most gorgeous thing I've seen today. You better shut your mouth.
Whoa.
Hey, don't tell her to shut
Sorry.
her mouth.
Oh my
Don't
gosh.
tell her.
Oh my
See?
gosh.
Would you guys like it if we were that
Probably
argumentative?
They
Some
probably
people
would.
would.
Some people would. Yeah. All right. Come on. Okay, so Kendall, she's got that solo, All Eyes on Me, and it's a play on words from the latex situation. So JoJo has to take her bobo off.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
I was
yeah.
like, that's like her, wig. Like, you can't do that. That's part of her. That's like her arm. It was so cute. So her number's going to be, I'll show you the dark side.
Yeah.
And
Which she was like
perfect
so
for her.
excited to get.
And Jezelyn gets on there and says, I know JoJo can do characters better than this girl and that girl and that girl and that girl. And I have to say, I agree with her. I totally agree with
Well,
her.
it is true, but I
is
feel
true.
like the moms, like there was a lot of competition among the moms
Yes.
this episode.
This week, yeah,
right?
for sure.
Like, oof.
Yeah, Jill got her buttons pushed majorly.
Yes.
Yes.
Majorly.
Yeah, with Bryn. Yeah.
So with the group dance, there's no Gianna. She's back in Pittsburgh doing some choreography. So Abby decided to do an amazing wrench in the deal and do a little hip hop number.
Yes, I was excited. They never do hip hop, so.
Straight out of Pittsburgh. And a couple new choreographers, Rumor and Guy.
Yeah, I think it's really neat that we saw a couple times in this episode. She's bringing in people. I think she's genuinely bringing in people from the new studio. Mm-hmm. Which makes sense.
Yeah.
So she's got more talent on hand. It's cool.
And then she promotes her studio too at the same time.
And these new people,
Yeah.
they're psyched.
Well, those two probably teach at the studio, and then the three boys that she brings
Dance
on
at the studio,
also
yeah.
dance at the studio.
Awesome.
I thought
the boys.
none of the moms thought it was a good idea, but I thought it was brilliant. You know,
I kind of wanted to see it without the boys.
you did.
Yeah, because I just wanted, they never do hip hop, so I didn't want Abby to say, oh, if they won, it's because she decided to put the boys in. I would have liked to see the number without them, but I thought it was really good with them, so.
Well, I just, in this show business, like, you just have to be ready for anything. You have to be ready to, like, redo the number 5 minutes before you go on stage. So I felt like, in a way, that's a great preparation for them for, you know, the world out here. Because
Being
even
flexible.
Yeah, like, even as hosts, you'll, like, study a script, and then they'll give it to you at the audition, and it's completely different. Yeah, so then you just have to be able to go with it. And I know we all three can do that.
Yes.
And we know
Flawlessly.
you guys can do it too. Because you guys are awesome.
So these little guys' names are really cute. I got their name Ryan, Blake, and Kenneth. I'm not
Nice.
Sounds good.
I'm not sure if that last name was right.
I liked it when they walked in the room and the girls were like, hey.
Right? Did you see, was it Bryn and Mackenzie on the end?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, it was so cute.
I didn't notice
Yeah.
It
that.
was so cute.
my
So
God.
schoolgirl.
They lit up because
Yeah.
it's clear that they know these guys. They know these like little
Right,
boys
they
or
see them
whatever.
at the studio, so.
So at some point, all of the minis come marching in, and it flashes back to Abby auditioning them, and she's at our big audition table, and all these little girls have their numbers on, and I mean, they're 6 to 8. Like, how did they get that good?
They were good.
I mean,
Unbelievable. Like natural.
Yes.
This is what I think. Listen, I started dancing when I was like 4.5. There's nothing I did that looked anything like what these girls are doing. Like,
No.
they're amazing.
I mean,
I think it's natural talent.
How did they? I was astounded. Like, I was like blown away. I mean, I don't know. It's got to be natural talent, but then they have to have been working.
Oh, yeah.
Working since they were like 2.
Exactly.
You know, and like, I have a 2-year-old. What am I going to do? Take her to dance 3 days a week at 2? I mean, I guess
just-
I could. Is that what I should be doing?
If you want to be a dance mom.
I don't want to be a dance mom. I don't, because I'll tell you real quick. We were at gymnastics today, and a bunch of little girls were doing a competition. They were about 5 or 6, and they all had the same backpack and the same makeup palette and the same hair that the ALDC girls wear, with like slick back with the ponytail, and I just was like, I'm not sure I want to do that.
I can't do it.
I'm just not sure I want to do that. Yeah. And then I watched them perform, and they weren't ready. You know, it was just a little bit too overboard.
It's a lot for young girls, young children.
Yeah.
But I tell you, I feel like it's a big filter, because the girls that ended up in that audition room had to have been like pretty top tier, because
Very top tier.
that was some talent.
So a couple girls stepped out, showed out. Alexis, Peyton, Ari, and Alyssa. So really cute little girls. I wasn't sure how I felt about all their eyeliner and makeup and their like little 2 pieces. How'd you guys feel? I don't know. They're just so young.
They are young.
I was more concerned. The appearance didn't concerned me. I felt like what was going on was more like, could they emotionally handle it?
Right.
Because there
we
were some
saw,
tears.
Which one? Was it Alexis?
I think it was Peyton.
Peyton?
Yeah, the 6-year-old. I think she was one of the only 6-year-olds. 6 is very young. I mean, they've just started going to school like all day.
Right.
At that age.
Yeah, they need a nap time.
Yeah, they're like,
What did you think of that? Did the costumes bother you at all?
I didn't notice much about the costumes, but like Candice is saying, the whole emotional part, it's got to be strenuous on small children.
yeah.
Like that kind of pressure, and like Peyton, or I think it was Peyton who had to step out, and she was telling her mom, "Oh, I don't think I can do it."
I can't do this.
You guys, did she have a spray tan? Peyton?
Oh, please, no.
I
hope
I don't
not.
know, but those little pageant girls get spray
They
tan.
do. Toddlers and tiaras.
yeah, her
Yeah.
skin just looked like it had a spray tan.
I wouldn't surprise me.
I wouldn't be surprised.
No,
Anyway,
I wouldn't surprise me.
absolutely adorable.
And you know what was funny too is watching Abby kind of dial it back and get a little bit sweet.
I know she did. She's like,
I love seeing her like that, though.
she was like, I love your outfit.
It is nice.
Yeah,
It's
she was like, well, why don't you
your
just
cape.
come in and watch, and oh, you're gonna be so good.
Yeah. What
It's-
did you
I love
guys
it.
think? Did you buy that like
you
little,
buying it,
little
guys?
sensitive section of Abby, or were you just like, she's just doing that till she gets them,
Right.
You know,
Well-
till she hooks that little Peyton.
And yet, like, she had moments of kind of showing them kind of what it was going to be like. Like the one little girl, she's like, "You're crying now," and
Yeah.
I don't know. She
And you're still
kinda-
here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're here. Like everything's fine. You're doing great. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, giving the moms and the kids a little preview of what this would be like.
Right. So,
Wow.
speaking of that, we got to talk about this situation between Jill and Bryn. It's a big topic. Jill got her buttons really pushed by Bryn. So the girls are rehearsing the solo. So basically, Nia's learning JoJo's solo, and Bryn is learning Kendall's routine. And I always thought that, like, when the girls would be rehearsing, they always had like an understudy,
Right.
just in case they broke something or got sick. But this time, it's like such a big deal. So it was a big deal because Bryn was apparently dancing in Kendall's way, and Jill did not like that, and it went into a big old situation with Jill coming in. Jill's clearly upset because I feel like she feels threatened that Bryn is going to come in and take Kendall's spot.
Right.
What do you guys think?
Yep. I don't know. I feel like Bryn did not have bad intentions in that situation, but at the same time, you kind of have to stand up for yourself and like speak up. And if you want that front spot, you go take it. Abby's not going to give anything to anyone. So Bryn was kind of smart when she went and stood in the front.
She was.
I mean,
right?
she was standing in front of her.
Right.
I mean, she was.
Yeah.
Right in the front.
And so maybe if you know how status works, then maybe you would have realized I'm new and I'm supposed to be understudy, so I am going to stand in back. She didn't have that idea, which I think was innocent too.
Right.
I think it was innocent but Nia, she was rehearsing. She didn't even have a mirror. She was like way back in the corner.
Yeah.
But then she knows like the hierarchy. She knows that she's probably not going to get the solo over JoJo. It's JoJo's solo, etc. But I mean, you kind of have to hand it to Bryn because that's how you move up to the front. Like, you have to be, like, a little bit jerky sometimes.
Well, and Kendall, it's true. Kendall could have stepped up to at least where she was.
Yeah, and I don't think Bryn did it. I don't think she did it on
Right.
purpose.
With bad intentions.
No, I don't.
But she's new and she's still trying to prove herself on the team, so she probably figured, let me get up here and show them what I can do.
Right. Well, Jill ends up calling Ashley Satan. So Ashley marches into the room.
Satan line was really awkward.
Yeah.
I was like, Satan? Did you kind of? I was like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. it was
Weird.
funny.
Yeah. So they both end up going into the room, which is never a good idea. I mean, the girls get upset, and then Jill starts yelling at Bryn. Basically.
Yeah, that was pretty harsh. I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, it was pretty harsh.
Yeah, she was pretty harsh, and she said, "Don't talk back to a grown-up," to Bryn. And then Ashley got into it. don't talk to my daughter like that. It was just a bad situation. Sometimes I think this show should be called the Jill Show.
Right.
You know?
She was definitely taking her frustrations out on them.
Yeah, and I see her frustration. It's a bigger frustration,
Yeah.
and that is that I've been here 5 years,
Right.
and here comes this girl storming in here who's extremely talented, and it's knocking my daughter down a rung.
Yeah.
And so I get it. And the fact is she has been there for 5 years. But you know what I got out of watching this whole show? And I know I've thought of this before, but I'm like, the atmosphere Abby sets up is a competition.
Yeah.
It is never not a competition.
Exactly.
Yeah. They're never just showing up to learn something.
Or just supporting each other.
They can't have a bad day. They can't, feel bad. It's always like top.
And I feel like she fuels it even more just to keep the girls on their toes, because she even said, oh, well, maybe Bryn will do it better than Kendall. She says it right in front of, So it's like, I feel like she's doing it to push them, but sometimes it can cause all that drama that's just not necessary.
Well, Jill cussed a little bit too much for me. She said the witch word like at least twice, maybe 3 times.
Which?
Well,
With a B?
yes.
The other
Okay.
one.
Yeah.
Just wondering. Okay, yeah.
I'm not going to repeat her bad
Yes,
offense and make it my bad
Yeah.
offense, but I'm like watching it with my 2-year-old. I'm like, ugh. It's just like, that's not cool. You as the adult, you always have to take the higher road, no matter what. But I know it's got to be like gut-wrenching, to Jill.
Yeah, and part of the deal of the moms being on this show is that they need to get involved with the drama.
Right? Yeah, the producers, I'm sure they're right there, like, come on.
Did you guys catch that comment Abby said to the Minnie's moms? Like, you might be talented, you might dance well, but it might be about your mom.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, I don't remember. Did she say that?
Yeah, it was in with the Minis, and I was kind of like, meaning that your mom's part of
It
the
is
bargain.
dance moms.
Yeah.
It's not dancers.
That's right.
Yeah.
Good point.
The girls wouldn't have the part without the moms.
Exactly.
That it comes with a big package. All right, should we get to the dances?
Yes. The competition.
Yay!
Okay. All right. JoJo is in makeup at the competition. And Abby gets a phone call about legal issues, which has been like looming over this entire episode, even though not a lot has been said about it. You can see it, you can feel it. She gets a call that says it's over. She's very dramatic. A little bit of the conversation, the court and the judge thinks I'm hiding money and I'm finished, and we see her leave. And so that's a big deal to the girls, especially to Jill, because Jill wants Abby to see Kendall do this solo, which I feel like at this point that shouldn't be that big of a deal.
Right.
I mean, come on, the show must go on,
Yeah. It was, Abby really did seem under a tremendous amount of pressure. Hard to believe it actually timed out with the performance at the competition, but
Exactly.
Isn't that hard to believe?
I don't know.
mean,
Right?
what a coinky dink.
That's weird.
Okay, so let's head on over to the solo. So
Yes.
Kendall's up first, all eyes on me, with 2 big ol' eyes on the back of her white shirt. Thoughts?
I thought she looked cute. I'm lacking the emotion from Kendall. I want her to push more with her face. I feel like she's so pretty. She just kind of floats there when she's performing. I want to see her push more in trying to connect with the judges and the audience. But I thought she had a pretty good choreography this time. And I thought she looked cute. So
she had a great start out to the number. Like, the choreography was a step up. And I think that she expresses herself through her body well. And I think I think it's almost not fair that they keep asking her to emote from her face, because it's just not a language she's got.
that's a good point.
She just doesn't have that language. Not to say she couldn't in the future, but honestly, the first thing I think, being in a town of artists that we are, is that I think she should have like acting training or some kind of training on how to access her
Improv or
emotions.
something?
Yeah, absolutely. Because just demeaning her, asking her for something that she can't give, it's like saying to me, like, juggle knives now. Well, if Abby Lee Miller was yelling at me, I would want to.
To get first place,
Do you know what I mean? Like, she just doesn't have access to that right now. So, all things considered, I thought it was good, but I would love to see that too.
Okay, well, her costume, first of all, I want to say I thought she did a great job. I saw more emotion from her than I have in the past. I saw less of the pretty face. I saw the harder, more darkness. I saw a little bit of that. So that was good. The choreography in the beginning was like way too sexy. It was like way too butt, moving around, like
little spandex.
Yeah,
I think it was too much.
Her little spandex shorts with no tights, which she has great legs. It's not about that. It's just about the finished look and the lines. And then, you know, I said this last week, but you'd want to dress up for the competition. She just had this white thing around her and her little booty shorts that are like, you know, $20. I didn't like that. I didn't like the eyeballs on the back, but I felt like it was a step in the right direction. But a lot of that emotion, I think we want to see, like, it all comes from the eyes. Like, you should be able to stand on that stage, like in a big stance, a powerful stance, and just be able to capture the audience with your eyes. But you have to have like a tremendous amount of confidence and sexiness and almost like alter ego to be able to do that. Even Beyonce has Sasha Fierce, and that's her alter ego. So anyway, that's all I'm going to give you on that, since we got 8 minutes left.
Let's move on to JoJo.
Yes. Oh, ladies.
JoJo definitely is good at characters. Mm-hmm. I wasn't crazy about this performance, though, personally. Mm-hmm. I love JoJo, but I wasn't crazy about the choreography. I thought the mask was a little distracting, even though I get that it was supposed to go with the character and being dark. I personally didn't love it, but I think she executed it very well. Mm-hmm. So
I think the lead up to it was really exciting, and the contacts were amazing. And I felt the same way. I didn't love it either, and I thought she did a good job. What I really noticed, I was not crazy about the music.
Maybe it was the music.
I was like, this is wanky. And
it didn't go together.
I just not for me. But I don't take off any points on her.
No,
yeah, she killed it.
No, she did kill it. She was totally in character. It was a little creepy. I didn't get the story. I didn't get her coming from the dark side. It was almost like she was being shot at the end, which is like really like odd and inappropriate for this age. And it was like a little bit demonic, but it's neat to know and for other people to see that she can go to that level. Mm-hmm. All right, straight out of Pittsburgh.
Yes! Black and yellow,
I
people.
loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah. It was cute. They were hitting it. They were having a good time.
They were excited to do hip hop.
Yeah.
Yes.
I loved seeing that.
Mm-hmm. How cute was it when they were backstage and they were like, people don't think we're good at hip hop, but we are.
Yeah, Kendall said that.
And
she was so cute.
You saw Kendall like start the dance. And I was so intrigued. I haven't been that intrigued by a group dance in a while.
Yeah.
Because I was like, what's going on? And I didn't know it wouldn't start with the boys. So I was kind of waiting for the boys to get there.
Yeah, it was cool. And when the boys got there, it was like a little bit of a dance battle.
Yeah, the dance battle
was
parts.
adorable.
Yeah, it was cool. I thought great energy, great personality, great execution all around. Okay, so the awards. Our preteen solos. JoJo gets second place with her dark, crazy makeup, amazing performance.
Pretty
good job.
Pretty good. Second
You guys, Kendall gets first place in the teen solo. So somebody liked the eyes, right?
They did, yeah.
Yeah, that's great for Kendall. And then, of course, Jill is upset because she's
Abby
not.
wasn't there.
Yeah, Abby wasn't there. And the group got first.
Yes.
Yeah.
Against 2 other teams who did hip hop.
Who did hip hop?
So
is that true?
Yeah.
I didn't catch that.
So that's huge.
So they won hip hop in the city of hip hop when they don't do hip hop.
Wasn't it so exciting to see we're so used to these all girl dances. When the boys are on stage, I felt like it's like this little tribe of people. Like it just mixed it up so much.
And
you know
I'm
what I mean? It's like
glad
this group.
Right. I'm glad they weren't in the whole thing. Because like I said before, I wanted to see them do it by themselves. So I'm glad they came in kind of in the end to add some spice.
Yeah, add some spice. Yeah,
It was kind of a long number.
Yeah, it was. It was a nice build up for them at the end. Yeah. Okay, and nobody knows what the future holds for Abby Lee. So we ended with that. Yeah, not sure about the predictions for next week, but it's going to be more drama.
I have a feeling it will be.
More craziness.
More crazy.
I want to see more minis.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Maybe one of the minis will do a duo with one of the ALDC girls. Probably not, but... Okay, do we have anything else to say about this episode? No? Should we get on to our Gossip Girl?
Yes.
AfterBuzz TV News.
All right, so we have some craziness going on this week with the ALDC girls. A 36-year-old man named Phoenix Sundown was actually arrested and sentenced to 3 years in prison for sending inappropriate material to JoJo and Maddie, I believe it was, a few of the girls.
3 years.
Isn't that crazy? And get this, right?
Thank you.
He actually has a tattoo of Abby right here. So he's
right here.
He might be beating us. He's a super fan.
He might
But
be.
he'll have to be a fan from prison because
I hope he doesn't watch us too, because that's creepy.
I don't want any packages.
Right. We're good.
Right. Okay.
Bad
Also,
feeling about this.
yes.
Right, Alexis?
Absolutely. So the girls are working on a special project with Todrick Hall. They've worked with him before. Yay! He's an amazing performer. He was on season 9 of American Idol. He was on Broadway. He's on MTV. So they're working on a special project. I can't wait to see what
He's
they're
been
doing.
on our show before too, like several times. Yeah.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah,
I hope
so
he comes back.
We can potentially have him on again.
Oh, that's awesome. And finally, JoJo actually got to see J-Lo rehearse for her new Vegas show, All I Have. So she got to go into the arena and actually see J-Lo perform, meet with J-Lo, take pictures. That's awesome. Because we all know JoJo's a diva.
Yes.
So to meet an even bigger diva
Right,
must have been amazing for her.
Super fun.
I bet that was a really cute interaction.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Gossip
Yeah,
Girl.
thank you.
Did you have
Of
anything to
course.
add, or you good?
No, just that, let me think. No,
Okay.
just that we appreciate everyone in the message boards.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Where can they find you, JJ?
Okay, guys, please, I read all your comments on the message board, so thanks for adding them at J2 Snyder on Instagram and Twitter.
Yes, thank you guys so much for watching. You can find me at Miaira Jennings on Twitter and Instagram.
And you can find me on Twitter at Candice_Camacho, or subscribe to my YouTube channel at New Mom, New Wife, New Life. Again, of course, we thank you so much for watching. Give us a comment, a thumbs up, some love, and we'll see you next week. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
It's all mine.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.